there's one takeaway from this manga chapter. It's the quote that you see on the screen. Because Ultra Instinct ain't the only technique of the gods. So then the question becomes, okay, well, what's this technique? Does this mean that Beerus can take out Goku? Is he above Goku and Jiren after all? Well, I don't necessarily think so in terms of power. I think power-wise, and then with Ultra Instinct, I think Goku and Jiren should be above him. But, if this technique is legit and we've never heard of it, it could be a similar situation to how Moro fought Goku and Vegeta in the beginning, where it wasn't necessarily about power, it's more so about the techniques or his magic. This has to be some way to counter Ultra Instinct. Now, do I think Beerus can stop Whis? No, of course not. But could he stop Goku? There's a possibility because, when him and Vegeta were talking, Vegeta asked, so is Whis using Ultra Instinct? And Beerus said, not exactly, the angels are always in that instinct type of state. Whereas for Goku, he's a Saiyan, so it's more so a transformation, if anything. I mean, it's still a technique, but, Saiyans, transformations, that's just kind of how they work. Now, I'm going to give a very bold prediction. I think the obvious thing to say is, oh yes, this is a new technique we don't know about, counter to Ultra Instinct. But my prediction is more so a bait and switch. I'm not putting too much stock in it, but I've seen other YouTubers in the past, other Dragon Ball YouTubers, guess something, and then it comes true. Well, here's my guess. Here's what I'm predicting. My prediction is that Beerus is telling Vegeta about this technique. He's got Vegeta interested. He's going to train up Vegeta. He's going to tell him, hey, before you can learn this technique, you got to learn the basics. And so he's going to train him in, other stuff, get him ready. When the time comes to learn the technique, Beerus is going to say, okay, it's called, are you ready for it? The Hakai. Now I know what you're thinking, why? That makes no sense because Vegeta himself, he punched through Toppo's Hakai. Why would he want to do that? And I could see Vegeta saying, wait, why would I learn that? And then Beerus responds, because someone has to take over my role as God of Destruction. Obviously, Vegeta's going to turn it down, but I think what's going to happen is, Beerus is going to turn away, say, suit yourself, but maybe you'll notice a change in your power. And so, at that point, Vegeta's going to be like, what do you mean? And then he's going to realize, oh, wait a minute, I'm actually a lot stronger. And it could get to the point where he's strong enough to contend with Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, this is kind of getting to debatable territory because, we've been told Ultra Instinct is, the pinnacle, you can't beat it. But even in this chapter, we see that Goku, he can't beat Whis. Now, Whis, is always in the instinct state, but this just goes to show that, that's just Dragon Ball. If you're stronger than someone, then you can get the edge. We saw this with Goku versus Jiren. Goku, at first, he was whooping on him. Jiren got pissed off. Jiren started to, get hits on him. And I know when I saw that, I was like, but I thought Ultra Instinct was supposed to be, unhittable. But then there you go. So, could Vegeta get to a point where he could contend with Ultra Instinct in terms of power? Maybe, and this could be what Beerus is doing. Beerus probably knows Vegeta's going to turn it down, but he's willing to give it a shot. But at the same time, he may also want to help Vegeta out here. But yeah, that's my prediction. I don't think that's going to happen. I do think it's going to be, an actual new technique we haven't heard of. But like I said, I just wanted to put this out here. That way, if I get it right, I'm going to share this video and say, hey, I called it. Anywho, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Overall, I love this chapter. Gosh, the introduction of it, I could see this being a new Dragon Ball movie. Just the way everything was panned out shows granola in space. Then he mentions savages, the Saiyans being savages, or barbarians. Then it immediately goes to Goku getting the fish or the Oracle fish, and then the Oracle fish calling him a barbarian. So I thought that was a cool transition. Anywho, take care, guys.